Welcome back to another episode of Highlander Hockey with Rocky. I'm Casey Campbell. We are always pleased to be joined by Howell Hockey head coach Rocky Johnson. Hello, Rocky. Welcome back.
Hey, Case, I appreciate you having me back. Sorry I couldn't be here yesterday. It kind of came down with a little cold and wasn't able
Yeah.
to talk real well. So I apologize ahead of time for my voice.
And we didn't obviously also it's been a while since you've been on. We skipped last week. Rocky had some conflicts he had to do. So yeah. But we are here now, and we'd like to also let you know that this episode is sponsored by Engrave It All USA. Michelle and her team can engrave just about anything and in all different types of shapes and sizes as well. You can bring the items you already have in, or they can make something completely from scratch. Remember, if you can dream it, they can laze it. Products they make include from tumblers to sweatshirts and T-shirts, trucker hats and beanies, and much, much more. Most orders complete in just 3 days. For more, go on to engraveitalusa.com, and thank you to Engrave It All USA for sponsoring Highlander Hockey with Rocky. The link is below in the description, and look at that. Why don't you show everybody that? The Engrave It All USA made something for the coaches that we have on. Show that up. So that, yeah, it's got Rocky's name on it. Look at that. Look at
I
that.
mean, this thing is great. I got it a couple weeks ago. They dropped it off for me. It's fantastic. I mean, it's really nice what we all made. It's huge. Keeps everything nice and cold. I use it for cold beverages, water actually. So I love it. Right, the name right there, beautifully engraved. You know, you can feel it too. It's really well done. I'm excited for it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, you can, and if you want a similar thing like that or any design, you can go on to engraveitalusa.com and you can get your order in. Those are pretty cool. So appreciate all that they do for this show and all the other shows that we do. So let's it's been a while since we've had you on. I know the last two games of the season, you of course resulting in 2 wins, one against the crossover game against the Stallions, and then of course the 8-0 win on Saturday against Birmingham Unified to honor all the seniors.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a couple of great weeks, right? We've only had 2 games in the 2 weeks. We had lots of practice. But I can tell you the boys really came out fired up. The Livonia Stallions, you never know, right? They're well coached. They come out hard, but we really played well. I think we kind of capitalized on our opportunities. Scored 9 goals, which is great. And then Birmingham Unified scored 8 goals, which is kind of a shocker. We didn't expect that. We expected a much closer game, but I got to tell you, our goaltending's been excellent the last 2 games, only allowing 1 goal for 2 games, which is kind of what we expected. And I think we're peaking at the right time. We had, 17 goals in 2 games, playing with a lot of speed, a lot of energy, and we're moving the puck. We're playing the right way. And so I think we're starting to hit our stride. And like we always want to do is after that tough game to East Grand Rapids in the Trenton Showcase, come back and just really ramp it up. I think we're getting ready for these playoffs.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So I know also you honored the seniors, and then this is there is a lot of them.
Yeah.
This is a special senior class of this program. What has it meant for all of them to honor them and their commitment to this program?
A lot of them came in last year. We have 2 years on the team. We have some 3, some 4. It's always kind of bittersweet when you have seniors on your team, at least from a coaching perspective. A lot of these players we've had, like I said, 2, 3, 4 years. You've seen them grow up. But we have some 10 really, quality young men that, the rest of the team's quality also, but these young men have been great and been very good leaders, making sure that the program runs correctly. It's been a joy to have them. It's, like I said, it's bittersweet. It's kind of sad, and it's exciting and all in the same time. We love these guys and they do a real good job. So we're pretty proud of these seniors.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, let's also recap the regular season as a whole. How do you think it went? Because this is one of the best seasons that this program has seen in a long time.
Well, yes and no. I mean, listen, we'd like to have maybe 3, 4 of those games back. I think the outcome wasn't what we expected, and maybe we didn't play as well as we could have. But the standings notwithstanding, I think we did well. We we've had some ups and downs. We learned a lot, but again, to the credit of these seniors and the rest of the locker room, they kind of stood strong. And I think we're ready to compete. I'm really proud of these guys. We made some changes with the coaching staff. We've made some changes with the program to try to increase our opportunities with the senior group, and it's worked real well.
All right.
Really proud of the young men.
Yeah. Okay. So of course now it is the regular season is over, and now of course it is playoff time. If you missed our playoff preview with we welcomed on the mayor of high school hockey here in Michigan, Sean Belegian, from State Champs. So he came on yesterday and previewed all of the brackets. So go check that out if you want to see more. And there obviously was a few games last night. So let's talk about your road. Of course, you're heading up to Mun Ice Arena. Let's talk about the outlook that you guys have right now.
Well, it came right down to the wire towards the end, and we were managed to get a first round bye, and be the number 1 seed in that region. So we're excited about that. I think the first couple of games are tonight. We have practice tonight, and then I know both Coach Keith and I will run up to Mun Arena to watch those games and scout those teams. And then we got a bye until Monday, which is kind of a long time. We're not really used to that in playoff hockey, but we'll take it. So we'll play on Monday. The winner of Kalamazoo United and Kalamazoo Eagles, we'll play them on Monday night at 5 o'clock at Mun Arena. We're excited about that opportunity. So we'll get a look at them today. We obviously have been watching film all day long for the last few days to get ready for them. We're not going to take anybody lightly. I know we come in and, we're expected to have some success, but, we better ready to go. And so, we're excited about that. And then we play right back 2 days later on Wednesday for the regional championship, if we're so fortunate. It's kind of stacked together. So it's going to be a tough road to play those 2 games back to back like that, but we'll do the best we can.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have talked about the road that potentially you guys could have. I mean, I know East Side's in your little
Cap City also. I mean,
he is also there.
And listen, let's not. I'm telling you, you never know in playoffs. You can't look past the 2 Kalamazoo teams and who comes out tonight. So we have to be ready to go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course. When you look at the whole Division 1 as a whole, there's obviously a lot of teams that are going to be in there, and if there's a chance, if you guys are so fortunate, you could take on some very, very familiar opponents, and opponents that aren't too far away from you guys, if you know what I mean.
Well, it's funny, how it all stacks up. You have obviously, the teams in this area, Livingston County, and I think the romantic notion is that we're successful in our region, Heartland's successful in their region, Brighton's successful in their region, and if that occurs, obviously we all know that would put us against Heartland in the state quarterfinals, which would be up at Mun Arena, if we're both so fortunate to get to that point. But I don't want to count our chickens before they're hatched, but that is kind of a neat thing for Livingston County, with the opportunity that could happen. And then if one of us is successful and that happens, then very likely meeting up with a Brighton in the semifinals. So it's kind of interesting that we all get to kind of go to the process and could end up facing each other, like you said. Some of our known opponents, and that's just a testament to the quality of hockey here in Livingston County.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's Highlander Hockey with Rocky. Tune in next week where we'll recap all these games, and we'll see how Howell does in these next few. So we'll talk to you next week on Highlander Hockey with Rocky.
See you guys.